Hi guys, I am back with another super quick video. I am doing this at the request of a very dear friend of mine, and I actually thought it was something that quite a few people would enjoy. This is my very quick and easy matzah pizza recipe. What I really like about it is that it takes about 5 minutes to put together. It's relatively inexpensive. It's something that you can do with the kids. It makes a really good lunch. Just as a quick disclaimer, I am no authority on kosher laws. I know I'm using matzah and it's really close to Passover. If you are Jewish and you follow kosher laws, obviously, consult with a rabbi. I'm not an authority. However, you will need a few things. Of course, you'll need a box of matzah crackers. I tend to use the whole wheat ones just because I prefer wheat. Use whatever type you like. You might want to avoid the salted ones simply because you're going to be adding on other stuff that has sodium in it. You will need some sort of tomato sauce. You can either make your own or get a thick sauce. You don't want to get a very thin runny one because the cracker is going to absorb it. You want some sort of cheese. You can use actual cheese, you can use non-dairy cheese, vegan cheese, whatever you feel like using. If you're making this one with kids, I like to try and get a few different varieties and kind of set it out so they can make their own. It only takes about 5 minutes to cook, so it's really easy. And then you want any toppings that you want on your pizza. So you can make a plain cheese one. I'm putting mushroom, garlics, and tomatoes on mine, and I know that sounds a little unconventional, but I personally like it. So the first thing you want to do is you're going to want to preheat your oven to 350. Again, I'm in America, so I use Fahrenheit. If you use anything else, do the conversion yourself. And then a baking sheet with foil on it because it can get messy depending how much sauce you use. And lay your cracker down. Now you can do this two ways. You can make one cracker for a single serve pizza, or you can line your cookie sheet with the crackers and make an actual full-size pizza. I actually do both. If you're layering to make a full-size pizza, you want to rotate. So like they're going to slightly overlap. So this one on top of that one, and then the next one down, you do that one on top of that one. That's going to help prevent the sauce spilling out. So take a spoon with your sauce and just a little dollop. And another one. If you want to use a white sauce for a white pizza, you can. Again, this is just something really quick and easy. It's not even so much as a recipe, more of an idea. And then on the other cracker, you can also do dessert style crackers, in which case you would then use an applesauce instead of a tomato sauce, and then cinnamon and fruit on top. And you do not want to take the sauce all the way to the edge, just slightly to the edge. Just like with a normal pizza, you need something to hold on to as you're biting. And then take your cheese. I am using a 4-cheese pizza spread because even though I'm lactose intolerant, I'm a huge fan of cheese. And sprinkle on as much or as little as you like. If you do not know what matzah is, it's unleavened bread, and it is something that the Jewish people eat during Passover. I'm not going to go into the story of Passover. If you're watching this, chances are you already know it. If not, you're basically making a flatbread pizza. So single servings, really good for lunch, because once the oven's preheated, you cook it for 5 minutes. And again, it's pretty fun to make with kids because they get to make their own pizza. And what kid doesn't like pizza? Other things that you can put on your pizza, you can put if you're not following kosher, obviously you can put like pepperoni on it or sausage or what have you. I've done black olives before. Black olives are really good on here. So the next thing I'm going to do is I got just pre-sliced baby portobello mushrooms. I found that they work the best when you're cooking them in the oven. Whoops. And just put on as much or as little as you like. And then for tomatoes, I get a whole tomato and I slice the slices as thinly as I can and just put a couple on each one. I like tomatoes. I eat them like an apple, so yes, I'm weird. And then lastly, I always have one of these giant containers of garlic in my house because I like it. It's just minced garlic in a garlic sauce. So what I do is I get an icing spatula, and that way it gets stuck onto it, and I just kind of sprinkle it onto the pizza. You don't want to get clumps because then you're going to get a clump in one giant area and not in the rest. Whoops. Like that, you don't want to do that. You just sprinkle it over. Now once you have your pizzas set to the way that you would like, you just pop them in the oven for about 5 minutes. And when they come out, they are cooked and ready to go. Right, so I put the matzah pizza into the oven, and again it cooks for 5 minutes. And while that's cooking, I'm actually going to make a dessert pizza. With dessert pizzas, you definitely do not want to use a salted cracker, just because the salt is going to clash with your dessert. Unless you're doing it chocolate. Chocolate would be fine, but typically for a dessert matzah pizza, I would use a fruit-based design. So you can use applesauce. What I'm doing, just to be different, this is Mott's applesauce made with peaches and mangoes. It is kosher, so if you are someone that follows kosher, you can find these. They're just little single-serve containers, and one of these is actually the perfect size for a pizza. So you just pour it on. And it's actually really good. They also have a pear sauce, which I love. I was going through the grocery store one day, and I'm staring at this applesauce that's green. Then I realized it wasn't applesauce, it was pear sauce. And ever since, I have just thoroughly enjoyed these different fruits being smushed up as an applesauce. I guess it's really just baby food, but it's delicious. Alright, and then for toppings, any other fruit will basically do, but right now the blackberries in Brazil are in season, so I'm just going to put on some blackberries. And then if you want, you could put on maybe confectioner sugar or some other topping or fruit. And that's pretty much it. You would just cook this for about, again on 350, for about 3 to 4 minutes, really quick. So you have the matzah pizza and then the matzah dessert pizza. Alright, this is what the finished product will look like. While I was waiting, I decided to do a full-size pizza. I'll take this one into work for my coworkers. We got our 2 small self-service pizzas and my dessert pizza. Altogether, from start to finish, it took me probably about 15 minutes, so this is very, very quick. You can put pretty much anything on these pizzas, from fish, anchovies, which no one really likes, garlic, different vegetables. With the dessert pizza, you could do chocolate, applesauce, any sort of fruit. After I took it out, I did sprinkle on some brown sugar, so that's a really good thing to do. And then of course for the large style pizzas, you do want to layer, because they are actually, I don't know if you can see, with their individual crackers in there. Alright, I hope this helps inspire some of you, and hope you enjoy some pizza pretty soon. Bye guys!